Hello guys, how are you doing? Welcome back to another one of my vlogs, and I thought I would do the YouTube thing on this vlog, which is to get you guys to ask me some questions. I answer them. Hopefully that will give you a little bit of insight into my life, maybe a bit about EpicTV, what I do, the whole vlog thing, all of that. So that's what today's vlog is about. But where have I been? Well, you've seen a lot of vlogs from Albacete. I got back there maybe about a month ago. I returned to Chamonix. Since then, I've been in Croatia, filming with some Arc'teryx athletes, Luka Lindic and Ines Papat. That film I'm editing at the moment. It's a bit of a monster, but very, very happy with how that's turned out, and those guys are awesome. And right now I am in Spain. I'm in Mallorca, which is a little island just off the coast of Spain, and I'm here with a company called Rockbusters. We've been doing deep water soloing. Now, a couple of weeks ago, I got you guys to send me some questions on Instagram, so I'm going to try to ask them. So this is just Instagram questions. So we're starting off with Dory Climber, who says, what is the wing speed velocity of an African swallow? 7. Next from t.o.c_media, how to get the climbing gym empty for filming? Good question. So I guess you're talking about climbing daily shoots when we turn up at a gym and it looks kind of quiet. The simple option is we just turn up in the morning. So we want to hit this sweet spot between a gym, a climbing wall, being too busy, so the audio is terrible and it's just chaotic, and not being busy enough. Because if you turn up to a climbing gym at 9 o'clock, there's about 6 people and they're all training. So you kind of want to hit that sweet spot between the gym looking busy but not too busy. So generally between 11 and 12 o'clock is kind of that sweet spot, and sometimes we just get lucky. So that's how you get the climbing gym empty for filming. We don't, basically. Adam says, new to climbing, finding a belay partner. Go to your local climbing wall, mate. Just start there. Get to know people. Don't be an idiot. Learn, progress, introduce yourself to people, buy them a few pints, go on trips with them, and slowly you'll build up that community. It takes time. There's no easy answer, but I honestly think that's the best way to do it. How much equipment do you get for free when testing it? From Vet Leo Scar. Good question. So a lot of the equipment that I test, we sell in the shop. And I do get sent most of that from brands. Now that doesn't mean that just because they send it to me and just because I've got it, that I have to review it or I have to say nice things. Generally, I will only review stuff on EpicTV if I think it's good and it's worth the money and it's a good product. Otherwise, if I talk about it to you guys and it's actually rubbish and I'm trying to pretend like it's good, you're not going to believe me. You're not going to buy it. You're not going to trust me. So that is very important to me. You put my trust in me, and I promise you that I will never tell you information that I think is inaccurate, and I will never tell you information just because a brand wants us to. Everything that I say on EpicTV and my vlog is my opinion. Where that differs in stuff like little videos where we do kind of like gear teasers where we just say the stats, and I don't give an opinion on that because I haven't tested it or haven't used it properly. 2 different types of video. Next set of questions. What is the hardest grade you can climb in sport, trad or bouldering? From Harrison Brooks. Now I get asked this a lot. It always feels weird to answer it because I'm not bragging or I'm not showing off. It's just, I don't think I'm that good, honestly. But the grades I've climbed is I've climbed a 7C boulder, or a few 7C boulders. I've climbed E6 trad, I've climbed 8A sport. I want to do an 8A boulder next year, but we'll talk more about that later. And I would like to climb E8 trad. I'd like to get the 3 8s. We'll see.
Come on.
Ali, come on.
Yes.
Come on. Squeeze, come on.
Yeah. Straight out there. Perfect. Come
Come
on.
on.
Ali.
Come on, come on, come on.
And go. And again.
Yes.
And again.
Again.
Yeah.
Come on.
Chill. Good. Right.
Hey.
That climber.wannabe says, what is your favourite chalk brand? It's got to be Friction Labs, and that's kind of annoying because it's well expensive. They do give me a sort of a deal, so if I wanted it, I could get a discount prices, or I think they'd give me a bunch of chalk for free. They gave me some at Outdoor recently, which is a big trade event. I love using it. I think it's very good. But Seven Sisters, check out Seven Sisters. It's coming to the EpicTV shop soon, ultra fine, and I reckon it's going to be a good mix with normal chalk. Yeah, keep your eye out for that brand. I think it's one to watch for the future. Chris Whitehead in 95, who's a mate of mine, and he runs a climbing gym called Freak Lime. Pretty sure it's that. New gym. Chris is asking, what do you think of the Brexit situation? Very good question. I am a Brit living in Europe, and without meaning to get political, I think the Brexit situation is the biggest sadness that's happened to my generation and future generations. I don't care what you think about Europe or the political situation in that. My kids won't get the chance to live in Europe and experience everything that's wonderful about Europe. And people in Europe, well, the new Europe, not with Britain included, won't be able to do the same in Great Britain. And I think for me that is a travesty. I get to live in Chamonix, I get to travel to Italy, I get to experience these cultures, these people. My kids might not be able to do that. What else can you say? Do the athletes get to go back on the wall when the comps are over? There's usually a period when the comps finish, and I'm talking invite comps, so not sort of IFSC stuff, but invite comps. And sometimes the athletes do. I watched Shauna Coxey at La Sportiva Legends Only. She jumps back on the wall after she finished and tried this boulder problem that she couldn't do in the actual event. IFSC stuff, they don't really bother. It's kind of done, that's it. You kind of sometimes see them looking, but they don't usually get back on the wall and try them. But invite comps, think Quiff, think Legends Only, you know, all that kind of stuff. A studio block, yeah, you do sometimes see it, and I love it when you see it because it just shows the passion of that athlete.
So there we go, the end of the La Sportiva Legends Only comp, and this is what it's all about. It's finished, the cameras have been switched off, and yet Shauna is still on the wall practicing and trying to climb this route. That basically sums up what this competition is all about. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.
Jacob.Gravely says, do you think you will single-handedly make faffing a globally used term? God, I hope so. Faffing is should be a globally used term, and it is the thing that irritates me most, especially when climbing. I hate a faff. Hate faff. Wizzo_Neil said, how did you get into presenting? By total fluke, luck, and I felt like I was failing through my entire life until I landed that job at EpicTV. I trained as an actor at the Central School of Speech and Drama in London. I tried to be an actor in London for about 7 years. I failed. I did lots of plays and stuff, but never really enough to make a living out of it. I worked with disabled kids to earn a living, so I'd go into schools and work with either kids who had a disability or kids who had behavioural problems. So I did that for a long time, side by side. I then went travelling, for a year, I then retrained as a journalist at Sheffield University, and then I sort of fell into the job at EpicTV. So I think it combines my acting background, my ability, I hope, to talk on camera with the journalistic side of things. So yeah, I stumbled into it, man. Honest answer, it was luck, and I felt like I was failing all the way. So yeah, sometimes you have to keep plugging away, I guess. Neil_S_J says, out of the different aspects of climbing, is there one which you believe to be the most important? Now, I thought about this because I genuinely think of all the sporty disciplines, bouldering, speed, and what was the other one? Lead. I think they're all incredibly impressive. I don't think there's an importance. I grew up reading mountaineering books. Mountaineering is all I wanted to do, and I think climbing has spawned from mountaineering. To me, it's the bravest, most audacious form of climbing, and I think it's the most important, because if those guys hadn't pioneered these big Himalayan routes or Alp routes or whatever they were doing, then we wouldn't be here doing climbing daily. So for me, mountaineering is the most important form of climbing. Good question from Louis Scamioy, who says, what do you think will be the future of written articles / content on climbing? I think we're going to see a lot more climbers taking control of their own content. And I think we're seeing that in forms of Mello or people like Magnus Mitbo or just loads of the vlogs you see. Dan Turner is another excellent vlogger. I think the problem is with the middleman, people like EpicTV, is the athlete kind of gets missed out. So a brand will employ someone like us to make a video, and the athlete will get paid through its sponsor, but it's kind of expected that they do certain videos. And I think now we're seeing athletes themselves starting to make videos and starting to create their own content. That for me is the future, I think. I think there'll always be a place for big production companies, people like, North Face videos or Red Bull videos. There's a place for that. But I think we're going to see more and more creators within the climbing world and creators who are athletes in the future. 30.db says, ever had a persistent injury struggle? If so, how did you overcome them? Yes, I have, man. So my left shoulder, I've dislocated 4 times. I'd have 3 operations, with the last one being fairly major. There's a link in the description below for that surgery if you want to watch my vlog on that one. It is pretty early in the morning. Can't sleep. This is quite painful. It's like I've been shot by a machine gun. So these 2 ones are the screws, and then there's 3 here they used to sort of put them in, and then 1 on the back. So it's 11 o'clock, being shot full of morphine, and I'm now going to drive back home with my brother, who's holding the camera, and yeah, go watch some TV. I think a week of PlayStation and TV is needed. It's a big deal, man. I've got big screws holding up my shoulder. It's very messed around. It was really tricky. It was really hard for me to get through that. Shoulders are important for climbing. And every time I did it, I had to take maybe 6 months off to recover. And every time you injure it, it gets worse and worse and worse. I'm hoping that this surgery with the bolts in it, that and the screws, that will hold it together. I'd love to give you some rhetoric about like keeping positive and staying strong and all that. Like, at the end of the day, it sucks. And you watch your mates climb and you're sitting at home on a sofa, and it's very difficult to keep motivated. I honestly think the best way is just to actually accept that, just to go, you know what, right now in this period, this is awful. I'm going to relax, I'm going to enjoy some downtime, I'm going to do different things, and don't push it. Because I think you see so many videos on YouTube where everyone's like, staying super positive, man. Bullshit, it sucks. Let's be honest about it. Being injured is the worst. It's taken a sport away from you that you love. Like, why are we pretending that it isn't awful? Embrace the fact it's awful, then find the positivity, but don't worry if it doesn't come. It will take time. And then it's a case of just finding stuff that still inspires you. For me, when I'm injured, I can usually run, because it's my shoulders, not my legs. I get into running, I try to build that fitness back up. And usually when I return to climbing, I actually don't feel like I've lost too much. I find that fitness has stayed at a level. But yeah, you just got to find things, do more photos, do more editing, find that passion, that time for doing it. And if all you want to do is sit there and play PlayStation, then fair play to you. Spend that time. If you want to spend an hour a night playing PlayStation, that makes you happy, that makes you like feel better, then just do that. Do whatever the heck makes you feel good, and that positivity will come back, and you'll see the progression. And don't give up, man. Honestly, or whoever it is, don't give up, because it will come back. Injuries suck, but the harder you work at them, the more physio, the more work you put in, the better that injury will become, and the chance of you injuring it again will get less. So work hard, try to stay positive, but if the positivity doesn't happen, just roll with it, man. It's not easy. So that's it. Thank you so much for sending the questions on Instagram. I hope you've enjoyed this. This isn't my normal kind of a vlog. My vlogs I'm enjoying at the moment. I sort of got my groove back a little bit. I'm liking vlogging on a GoPro a little bit more. It's just quick and easy. But sometimes it's hard with the EpicTV work and the filming and editing and the work of that. to then fit in vlogging and editing, it can sometimes be hard, but I'm psyched at the moment. I'm loving that you guys are responding to my content. There's more subscribers, and if you're watching this and you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe. Smash that like button, smash the like button. But do subscribe because it makes a big difference to me. And the more you guys like the content and tell me it's okay, the more I'll do these videos. So thank you so much. Thank you for following my journey on Climbing Daily and EpicTV and this vlog. I hugely appreciate everyone and what you allow me to do. Yeah, sounds crap, but you guys are the reason I do it, and without you and your support, I wouldn't be able to do what I do. So thank you so, so much for that. Keep on watching Climbing Daily, keep watching my vlog, and I'll see you next time.